Around this time 10 years ago, I was actually singing country music. Martina McBride, country music. Carrie Underwood, gosh, who are the country singers today? I don't know. But modern popular music, right? Like most of my friends in school, right? Like not a lot of people sang classically or operatically, if you will. So it was very new to me to join choir and to be able to sing in a different way, in a different style. So I joined choir as an elective, and I was initially worried that it would affect my singing as a country singer, but that did not happen. In fact, the opposite happened. I began to really grow because of the breathing exercises, because of the warm-ups that we were doing. It was very exciting. Lots of my friends, as I said, sang pop music, and so they were in show choir. They really liked show choir and the singing and the dancing, and that was awesome. But I was the more like traditional, and I actually really started to love like the women's choir and the concert choir. And specifically, I was really loving the music, but also learning about my voice, which is something I never really learned about as a young singer. I really loved developing my singing technique. It was very new and interesting to me to learn about my voice and how it worked. I found that I could sing really high, like in my upper register, with a lot of ease, and in choir I was a soprano 1, which is the highest of the highest sopranos. So, and it was crazy. So like when we talk about high note singing, you know, terminology and technique can be a lot of semantics. So when we say high notes, you know, you have a lot of different, you know, meanings for what high is. So like high for country music was, you know, the belted, high belted notes, but this was the classical soprano stratosphere, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? So it was really neat to explore that, and very exciting to me. So in one of our pieces that we were assigned, I believe in, gosh, I was a junior in high school, 11th grade, 10 years ago. There was this absolutely beautiful soprano solo. It's the Sacred Choral piece in Latin, arranged by Latvian composer Eriks Eschenvalds, O Salutaris Ostia. And not only was it interesting learning a piece in a foreign language, a non-English language, something I'd never really explored before, but again, the style was different, the range was different, the tessitura was different. It had, I remember the piece to this day, y'all look it up after this video, it's so beautiful. It has this just beautiful choral writing, but it also has the opportunity for 2 soprano soloists. And so I was wanting to be brave one day, and I was like, you know what, I want to audition for this solo, no matter if I get it or not. I want to audition and see how it goes and just explore my voice in this way. So I practiced the night before the audition, and my mom recorded the video, and I'm gonna show it now. So it's crazy. So this is what I sounded like 10 years ago, just exploring my voice for the very first time as a classical singer. so neat. So yeah, so I remember recording that and posting it on social media, and people around me that were, you know, exposed to popular singing, popular music, commercial singing, right, had never really heard anything like this, and they were like so supportive and like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, like this could be an avenue for you, like you should keep exploring this. And I loved having that support. It was so great, and it was so neat to sort of find something new and fresh and exciting. But for me, that solo is what changed my singing life in a really big way, and I ended up really like singing classically and exploring my voice after that. So a few weeks later, I auditioned for that year, my junior year of All-State. I had an amazing director that really was a vocal pedagogue and really taught us about our voices, and we learned so much, and she was really inspiring, and so it made me want to, you know, keep going with choir. And throughout my senior year of high school, I grew to really love the process of, as I said, like learning how to sing, how my voice worked, and just singing in the classical style. And I was actually really excited with completely switching over to prepare for college auditions. I knew that I wanted to go to university, and I figured out that that most people that go to university are trained in the classical style, which I was really excited about. I know it's not for everyone, but it's what I was really excited about. So I remember I auditioned for university. I got in. And throughout undergrad, I had a really amazing voice teacher. I really started to find my voice. I had a lot to learn, a lot of technical habits and things that I had to kind of work through, but I had a really great teacher who helped me do that. And we always talk about it to this day. I have lessons with her, and we always say it was about getting the instrument to work with freedom and with ease. And so I found this natural soloistic sound, and that classical music was really where my voice fit best and where I was happiest, brought me so much joy. And I really learned about my voice as an instrument, and that was so amazing and so much fun. And it's just, I think the human voice is just amazing. And all the things that it can do, whether it's a pop ballad that you're belting out, or whether it's an opera aria that you're singing without electronic amplification. That's just incredible. So I got my Bachelor of Arts degree in 2020, my Master of Music degree in Vocal Performance in 2023, and I had the most incredible year earning my artist diploma in opera performance in 2024. And I also just returned from Italy, where I studied opera with some of the best in the industry at a program for young emerging opera singers, Bel Canto in Tuscany. It's time for something very exciting. So I thought that to celebrate my 10-year anniversary in classical singing, that I would sing the beautiful choir solo that I sang 10 years ago, and got me really into classical singing. I thought that I would sing it again in 2024, just to document where I am now. is so awesome. That's so cool. It's amazing how the human voice can develop. And as hard as I am on myself, y'all, I am so hard on myself. I am a perfectionist with a capital P. I am proud of how I've developed, though. That is a different sound, and I say this in the most humble way, that I'm proud of my growth. I am proud of my development, and I know that that's a different sound. That is not how I sounded 10 years ago, and that's really exciting.